Jamel Herring stops Carl Frampton. 6th round TKO. Let me tell you something, man. This fight pretty much went down exactly how I thought it would go down. What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back, speaking my sports talk. Alright, so Jamel Herring, man, impressive victory over Carl Frampton. Very good redemption after that, not lackluster performance against Jonathan Akendo, which, Jamel Herring suffered an eye injury. The fight ended up getting stopped. Technical decision win for Jamel Herring. And a lot of people felt like he quit. Coincidentally, Jamel Herring got injured, head clash again in the same eye. And he fought through it. And so, it's good redemption for Jamel Herring in this fight. He played the outside very well. He kept Carl Frampton on the end of that jab. He was working the body, changing levels on him, moving out to the right and the left. Anytime Carl Frampton would get in and do too much work, Jamel Herring would wrap him up and turn him. He did decide to fight him sometimes on the inside where they were splitting the difference. Carl Frampton found most of his success on the inside, and I believe that Bomac was smart enough to know to, keep Jamel Herring focused, to keep that fight on the outside, because Carl Frampton, and the reason I believe that Jamel Herring would win this fight is basically what we've seen in this fight. He was too long, and he's able to keep the distance, and that was just too much for Frampton. He's 5'5", 65-inch reach, and you're talking Jamel Herring 5'10", 72-inch reach. He's giving up 5 inches in height and 7 in reach, and Jamel Herring knows how to use it, and he showed us tonight in this fight. But shout out to Carl Frampton. The guy showed a lot of heart. Got knocked down the first time, made it through the round, got back up. Frampton showed a lot of heart, a lot of resilience, and he didn't go out. It's one thing to get stopped than to go out. We had that discussion on the live earlier. And the thing is that he didn't go out. His corner through the towel, saw that he was in big trouble, taking too much punishment, so they felt that the fight was over. And I think that it was a good stoppage by his corner, because he would have gotten hurt or eventually stopped anyway. But what a performance by Jamel Herring, man. What a performance. And it's, like I said, very good redemption performance for Jamel Herring, because it's a lackluster performance with Jonathan Akendo there, but he came through with Carl Frampton. He boxed beautifully, man. The guy was changing levels, throwing 1-2 hooks behind the guards, uppercut, which is coincidentally the punch that he pretty much ended the fight with, that uppercut. After he hit Frampton with that, this guy was a slow fall backwards. He just kind of took it and just slowly fell backwards, rocked backwards. But he got back up. Carl Frampton showed a lot of heart, and he wasn't willing to quit. His corner had to stop him, and you can't do nothing but tip your hat to a guy like that, where he's willing to keep battling, and the corner says enough is enough. So, shout out to Carl Frampton, and he does announce his retirement after this fight, and, I can't blame him. You look at the atmosphere in that division and the guys around, and you're not beating Herring, and I like Jamel Herring, and no disrespect to him, but he's probably one of the weaker champions between the three. Valdez, Shakur, Jojo Diaz, Tank Davis, he's probably, maybe get with Jojo Diaz, but especially with this performance tonight, that would actually be a decent fight. But one thing I would let you guys know, Jamel Herring was alluding to the fact that if he does not get the Oscar Valdez fight, then he'll probably move up to 135. Now, here's my thing. I don't think he'll get the Oscar Valdez fight. Shakur Stevenson wants that belt, and I never thought that they would fight it. It could be Jamel Herring's last fight. Never know. I think maybe retirement's at play, but maybe not. He has to feel really good after this fight. So shout out to Jamel Herring. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update. And y'all know how I always end this thing. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.